What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is DormSports224. I'm Parker Hyde. This is Riley Williams, and this is Zach Cook. And we have two topics for you today, and let's just jump right into them.
Alright.
First one we have is we're going to talk about a topic that is very, very close to me.
Yeah.
This is Hugh Freeze, and this is the allegations that we looked up. The man that goes through the phone records saw a 313 number and found out that the phone number was an escort service on a school phone. And
How do you?
Hugh Freeze, what are you doing?
Exactly.
First off,
And that's not the first thing. Clearly, Hugh's had, quite the events happen while he's been at Ole Miss, including one of his first round, top 10 guys.
Yeah.
Watch him drop to the bottom because of a video surfaced of him smoking a gas mask.
people were saying he was going to be a top 3-4
That's what I'm
pick.
saying. He was going to be the
Best
guy.
left
He
tackle in
slipped
the
all the
nation.
way down.
Yeah, Laramie Tunsil.
With Laramie Tunsil, yeah. Hugh, but this one's bad. This is and I don't know if he was calling for the team himself. Either way, it's terrible.
It's awful.
And on a school phone.
School. If you're doing this, why do it on a school phone?
But
And the fact that he did it January 19th, 2016,
yeah,
that's over a year ago, and it's
Yeah.
just now coming out. How do you get away with that for that long?
it doesn't make. They've been getting away with a lot of stuff.
Yes.
But the thing is, I think he's beaten Alabama twice.
Mhm.
He's got some big wins. They won the Sugar Bowl. I just don't know what you do now as an Ole Miss fan or anybody that keeps up with them. What do you think their next move should be? What do you go? Where do you go from here? What kind of coach is going to want to jump into something that's been like this? And what do they do? What do you?
You guys mentioned Les Miles. But
Yeah, I don't know if it would be the spot for him. A lot of people are saying it, and I don't see it not happening because obviously they're probably going to have to offer some money. But
And we can't forget the stuff that Lane
stop,
Kiffin,
Lane Kiffin,
followed
Lane Kiffin.
a lot of Ole Miss
He did.
Twitter pages.
He did, and that would be
Yeah.
terrible for his record or his reputation. Honestly, I would say to just not even have a game with his new Florida Atlantic and then go right back and leave for the SEC.
and they had a great recruiting class.
Yeah,
there
they
for
did.
Atlanta.
They got DeAndre Johnson, the guy from the Last Chance U, a quarterback. Watch out for him from Florida State. Got in trouble a little bit his freshman year for hitting somebody in the face, but he's a good guy. They got a good defensive end also from Last Chance U, a guy named Tim Bonner. Watch for them.
Okay.
But Hugh Freeze.
I don't know, dude. The thing that I have a problem with is he always talks about being religious,
It's
and
true.
he does something like this. Just come on, dude.
And he preaches day in and day out. Because he does it so open with the media. His players, all he preaches to them is religious things, religious ideas. And that's nothing wrong with that. Family guy, but you got to practice what you preach.
That's what I'm saying.
And
If you're saying all this, I can't have you doing a complete opposite.
Yeah, and college football. Not only do just college students and adult people watch college football. There's a lot of young kids
everyone
that
watches college football.
are really
they have to
involved.
understand. Now they have to ask what an escort service is.
Yeah.
Because they don't. If
Exactly.
they're a young SEC fan or Ole Miss fan, excuse me, and they have to ask their parents what that even means.
Yeah.
What do you know? That's just not.
Yeah.
I don't see him having a job for a while,
Yeah.
if he ever does again.
Mm-mm.
I wrote that down. I think this is bad for Hugh Freeze, big time. It's just something you can't do. You just
Yeah.
can't have it. He's got a wife, kids. It's just not a good look for him.
I want to say one more thing. Aaliyah Gardner, she went to Ole Miss, and she said that at all the football games when they win, they have this chant and it involved Hugh Freeze's name, and everybody down there, I don't remember what it was, but she told me, but everybody down there was a huge Hugh Freeze fan, so it's just
Wow.
Sorry about that. It's probably not. The chant is no
Well, too
longer. If I had to
Yeah,
guess.
no longer.
Yeah, have fun with all that Ole Miss. Thank God I don't have to deal with
All
it.
right, kind of went over this a little before, but he was there for 5 years, 2012 through 2016, and he went 39-25, and he got 4 bowl wins in 5 years, which is not bad.
Yeah.
But won the Sugar Bowl against Oklahoma State. They were out talented. Oklahoma State was in that game, I believe.
Oh yeah, Ole Miss has some of the best recruits year in and year out. But
Illegally, but
yeah,
yes.
hey, that's. But there's
They beat Alabama twice in a
Twice.
row. Were these wins worth the allegations during Hugh Freeze?
if you were to ask him that right now, he'd probably say no.
I'm asking you.
Oh, what's the question?
Were the allegations worth the wins during his tenure? at Ole Miss?
No, I would never
Nope.
say that they were.
No,
I agree. No.
Yeah, if he thinks that way, then it's probably good that this surface. That's not a good person there, but I mean, hopefully he gets help or whatever that they need to get done because that's a bad spot for him.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we'll go ahead and move on to the next topic we have in today's podcast show, and that is we touched on it a little bit in a recent one that we did, but unfortunately we can't post it. And that is the Cavs with the whole Kyrie and LeBron situation, and then on the recent signing of Derrick Rose. He signed to a 1-year, $2.1 million contract, and so
I'd take it.
yeah, I mean I'd take it too.
Yeah,
But my
I'd
question
take
is to you guys: is does this signing of this contract for Derrick Rose, does that cement Kyrie is leaving?
I think it was for me, I think it was cemented as soon as LeBron's group let the information out about Kyrie wanting the trade and everything. Yeah. I mean, I think LeBron had to, I don't know. I think that he's done in Cleveland, and I think LeBron's going to be done after a year or two. I feel bad for Cleveland because it's coming to an end really quick, way sooner than I thought with this Kyrie stuff here. And we read on Twitter where he's not talking to anybody in the Cavs organization, and if you could tell me what that helps, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah, you tweeted that.
Yeah, I don't understand what's going to come from that. I mean, not speaking to anybody, he's not doing anything. And I don't know if LeBron honestly cares as much as he's showing. I think the reason he's so mad that Kyrie said he doesn't want to play with him is because it makes him look bad as a teammate. And LeBron's definitely not a bad teammate, I don't think.
No.
He's looking for a team next year probably to go to. And if you're out here slandering his name and saying that he's not a good teammate, you don't want to play around him, other teams might kind of start taking that into consideration. Yeah. But
I think that's why his value has decreased a little bit because at one point the Suns offered him Eric Bledsoe, Josh Jackson, and a first-round pick for Kyrie Irving. Mm-hmm. And if I'm the Cavs, I'm taking that deal.
I would have taken that
deal.
And
now they pushed that deal off the table. And I think of kind of what you're saying is I think his value is decreasing a little bit.
I would say the same.
That's why I can't really tell if he's leaving or staying, honestly.
If he stayed now, do you think that they could honestly play together? You think that they would still be the same Cavs that they've been, LeBron, Kyrie?
Kobe and Shaq played together when they didn't really like each other.
And they were winning championships like no others. So.
But I don't know if this is the same.
Yeah,
right?
I don't know.
I don't know
if I'd give Kyrie that much credit for either one of those guys. Right. But
they've only won one championship.
He's been to 3 straight.
Yeah.
But, he didn't play in the one finals, actually, because his knee cap or whatever.
It was in overtime of game 1.
Yeah, that is tragic. And, I mean, he bounced back, though. Had basically saved. I kind of liked what Dylan said, how he might have all started back when Cleveland came back from the 3-1 lead, and everybody kind of gave LeBron the credit. LeBron saved the land. LeBron did this, when really it was Kyrie that made the shots. Yeah. Kyrie busted game 5, game 6 with like 40-something points back-to-back. Kept them in. I mean, LeBron obviously was still doing his thing.
Yeah,
But Kyrie really helped him out in that series.
He's a different man in the finals. We can all agree to that.
Yeah, and I think maybe that shook him a little bit or started making him realize, man, if I was on another team and I did that, then I would probably get more attention or something. But either way, like, you've been in the finals 3 straight times. LeBron James is on your team. You have other good players, Kevin Love, J.R. Smith. I mean, there's great role players on the team. I just don't understand why you would want to leave so soon and so abruptly by saying I don't want to play with a specific person. I mean, I think he kind of took it a little far by saying that because, I mean, that is kind of an attack at LeBron, honestly.
Yeah. I have a question real quick. Okay. I have a question. And this, Zach, you brought it up earlier. And how true do you think the media is on this entire thing? Because you mentioned the Stephen A. thing.
Yeah, I mean, usually I wouldn't believe half the stuff I hear because I usually don't.
Yeah.
But with Stephen A. Smith openly saying it came from LeBron's inside sources about wanting to, quote, beat Kyrie Irving's ass if he saw him. That's what he said.
Yes.
And Stephen A. Smith is still standing to it even after LeBron James said fake news or whatever it was that he said. He says that, I mean, why would I lie about this? This is something y'all need to handle. But, like, he's like, don't call me a liar. I know for a fact. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know if Stephen A. Smith would go to this great lengths. He has nothing to gain or lose from this, so why would he make something like that up?
Exactly.
I just don't know. But I have a question as well.
Okay.
If you're the Warriors right now, how good does this make you feel? You just beat this team so bad to where, I mean, the whole NBA's been a frenzy since then. And now you got LeBron and Kyrie splitting up. It's just getting easier for him, I feel like.
Well, Steph Curry's been playing in golf
Because he's fantastic.
Klay Thompson's
at that.
been
Getting bucked.
embarrassing himself in
Getting
China.
bucked at the rim. Yep.
Kevin Durant has been trolling people on Twitter.
Got a cut.
Draymond Green is trying to fight Conor McGregor.
Draymond got cooked by
So-
Conor McGregor. But
So they're not really worried about
yeah,
that.
they're doing
That
anything
shows you
else.
anything.
Yeah, and the whole rest of the NBA is in a big. I mean, you got the Celtics trying to make moves. They finally did. Just all these teams freaking out, but the Warriors just sitting back, loving every second of it.
Yeah, I'm saying, come here. Come on.
Yeah,
This is exactly. Yeah, this is y'all are making it too easy. I think they're honestly. We can just kind of talk about this a little bit. I think their biggest threat now is I like the Rockets. I mean, if you that team was they could score lights out last time.
Yeah.
Then you add an assist guy and another defensive guy. And
Yeah, I was
Chris
about to say
Paul.
a guy that can actually guard
Yeah,
somebody.
and Chris.
Yeah.
Paul, I mean, that's.
Yes, they gave up Patrick Beverly, who's a great defender in my.
But Chris Paul's the same defensive guy with more offense.
I think Chris Paul is, other than Kyrie,
He's up there.
the best point guard in the game.
I would say there's around 5, 6 elite point guards in the league. He's definitely
Yeah,
one
he's
of
definitely
them.
one of them.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
I think
I've,
he's a
I've
great
always liked Chris Paul.
Dude,
Yes.
yeah. ACC guy.
But, I mean, I guess we can go ahead and end it right there.
Yeah,
We're
that's-
at about 11 minutes, so that's pretty good. So that'll just about do it for us. This is Parker. I'm Riley. That's Zach.
Thanks for watching.
And this is DormSports224. We'll get back to you.